Okay, so happy Wednesday. Thank you all for very much coming out. Again, this is X4 with the Star Wars Interworlds mod, and we are currently parked in Coruscant because we got to meet up with who is it? The representative, because we got promoted to New Republic General. We also have a promotion for the Empire as well, just as a regular officer. Again, how do you get promotions and stuff? You have to build stations within the faction space, and it has to do so much business. And once it does, you get your promotion. That's how that works. Why do you want promotions? Because when you get promotions, you get access to more stuff. Mainly like bigger ships and better ships, that kind of thing. I'm on this trip tomorrow, so almost for sure won't be here before Monday. Traitor. Heretic. Vacationer. Well, have a good trip at least, Book Rules. That's not much of a summer trip for only a couple of days. Don't forget the scout report during the weekend. You know I will. You know I will. Anyway, so like I said, we're parked here at Coruscant currently. We do have 2 stations up. One's in Imperial space. That's the Bastion farm. That's right, we're going to try making food up there. That 1 minute countdown, though, is for the actual food facility, right? The food ration production. We need more parts up there in order for that to happen, so it's going to be a little bit for when that happens. Shit on free days for the entire crew. Well, yeah. Although, what's funny is, I just thought of this as a little bit conspiracy theory that Vukluz is really an American, because Monday is the 4th of July, Independence Day here in the United States. And I find it odd that Vukluz is going on vacation for the same time that most Americans go on vacation this time of year. So, no conspiracy. No conspiracy. So, the real reason why Vukluz will never come on Discord, because it'll prove that he's actually really an American. So, anyway, still have a fun trip. Even if you are here in America. Okay, anyway, so like I said, we have a station up here in Imperial space, and then we have one in New Republic space, which is actually over in Alderaan, over here. Why Alderaan? Because Alderaan's got all kinds of resources to exploit, stuff. Is it a conspiracy? See, even 8-Ball knows it's a conspiracy. Anyway, so this was actually our first station that we built. And what does it produce? Solar cells and some refined metal, that kind of stuff currently. We'll expand it later. I think we're still in the process of expanding it. This is the station. Looks like. It does everything built. So it does have the metal refinery, and then it has graphene refiner, which I'm guessing they want some type of gas. I think that's for. But anyway, so that station is actually up and running. Everything on it. Yep, producing methane. Or sorry, we need methane in order to produce graphene. Waiting for storage? What's the storage? That's a liquid. Is graphene considered a solid? Is that what it is? Oh, it's a container. We need more container space. Because all these energy cells are eating up all the container space. So, this is actually pretty full too. People come buy the graphene. It's full. I used to go there. I would have to have been at most in high school, considering your English proficiency. Your English proficiency is better than most Americans' proficiency, so I don't see the problem. It's that's actually not really a joke, Fukos. Your English is your written English is really good. I hate to break this to you, but your English is really good. If you see the way most high school kids write or type stuff out, you are like college level, way like graduate college level compared to most of these children. I mean, it's ridiculous. What is it? The I think what is it? Our newspaper. I mean, nobody uses newspapers much anymore, but it used to be newspapers are written for what is it, sixth or eighth grade reading comprehension or something like that, which is 11 to 13 years old, in school. It no best universities in the world. Do we? I know we have good universities, but are they really the best in the world? And most Nobel laureates. Well, that's just a numbers game there. That's just a pure numbers game. You got to remember, we do have a few people that live in this country. So you got to figure if there's a 0.01% chance that we have smart people in the country, that means we still have a couple of hundred of those people walking around. So maybe a couple thousand. So school instructor teaches it was a college reading level. Yeah, that's again, they don't really. And even in high school, they break people out into different levels. And I don't know what they do anymore, but when I was in high school, there was it was remedial. I forget what it was. The classes were labeled, like English, whatever. It was R was for remedial. I forget what it was. Probably average. C was college prep, and H was honors, which was, it's basically it's above college prep. It's kind of what they call AP, advanced placement now. At least I think they call it advanced placement now. I don't know what they call it. It's been a few years, but I guess it basically college prep was to get you ready for college, and then the honors level was to, at the end of your senior year, which is last year of high school, you could take a test, and if you scored high enough, you could basically get credit for a course or two in college, that kind of stuff. So that was the honors stuff, and they had different, not just English, but different like calculus and physics and chemistry and civics and all this other fun stuff fell into that group. So yeah. You can read easily, but can't write to save your life. Writing's a little bit harder than reading. Being able to read is great, and reading at higher levels is great. But being able to write, that's a legitimate skill. It really is. It takes practice, and you have to be taught correctly too. That's the tricky part about the writing, is you have to be taught correctly, because it's in order to write at higher level stuff. It definitely takes training. So anyway, enough about our crappy education system. Let's get back to my crappy education system. What American author do you like the most? American author? I guess it depends. I mean, are we talking like American classic literature, or are we talking about modern literature? Like, because classic stuff, we don't have that many. I mean, Mark Twain is probably the top of the list there, and he was more of a comedian. Well, and actually, he wasn't really a comedian. He was a social commentary, and he used comedy and that kind of stuff. But Twain is probably my favorite as far as classic stuff. But for more modern, I have no idea. I had to read a lot of them, sadly. Sad. I mean, there's good books. There's good American stories out there that you pretty much have to read in high school, in college prep classes, and that kind of stuff. But since high school, I haven't really read any classical American stuff lately. Because once I got to college, it was more. I didn't really take any English classes after any English literature once I got to college, because you get to pick and choose your classes, and I didn't do English literature, so I didn't really do anything after that. And the only reading I did outside of college was, for fun, so science fiction, fantasy stuff. And favorite authors there, American. I think Timothy Zahn. He's an American author. I'm not just talking about the Star Wars stuff he wrote. He's actually a science fiction author. He actually wrote other books, which were pretty good. And Martin, George R. R. Martin, the author of Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is actually a really good novel series. I'm pretty sure he is American, right? Pretty sure he is. And then it's not one author, but two.
Hello everyone.
Just after Veronica's
My name
done.
is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also find Gimpy on YouTube, where he posts previous episodes and highlights of the stream. Just scroll down under the video screen and click the YouTube button in the About section. Then click the subscribe button to follow. That's it. Thanks.
Yep, thanks. Happy Wednesday. And before she interrupted me, I was also going to say the authors of the Expanse series, those books are really good. I really enjoyed those. Can Asimov be considered an American author? Is Asimov an American? I think he is. I think Asimov is an American author. I feel read or saying, Asimov is your favorite. I think it's kind of, I don't know if I can say that he's my favorite. He's just more like required reading type stuff. If you're going into science fiction and that kind of thing, I think Asimov is just required reading. I mean, if you like him as an author, great. But his stories are, they're the foundation for modern sci-fi, or one of the foundations. But to me, the stories were kind of I mean, they're not bad, but compared to authors that have come after him, I think they're better. But he is definitely, the authors of today are definitely standing on his shoulders. But his stories themselves never really were that great to me, in all honesty. Aragon series is supposed to be good, but I've actually never read it, sadly. One of these days I will. Yeah, like I said, Asimov is one of those where when you say Asimov is your favorite author, I think you're just kissing up to the audience. In all honesty, when you do shit like that, it's like saying, what's his face? Shakespeare is your favorite author. Yeah, you're just kissing up. I mean, honestly, they're great authors and whatever, and they're the foundation of our literature and that kind of stuff. But saying they're your favorites, you're just kissing up to the audience at that point. Grow a set of balls and pick somebody else. That's really what that comes down to. So, yeah. Sure that you have a little bit of diversity, And Banks of the Culture series. I'm not familiar with that one. But again, books today are like video games, sort of, kind of, and that there's so many books to read, so many good authors out there. Being able to read everybody would be awesome, but man, I just don't have the time anymore. I have barely the time to get through my list of books that I'm so far behind, it's not even funny. Just like video games, I just don't have enough time any day and any time anymore. It's just not enough time to get everything done between, oh yeah, I want to read, I want to play more video games, and then there's TV shows and movies I want to catch up on too, and oh yeah, spend some time with Mickey and Rocket and Mrs. Gimpy, not the cat though, because it's not our cat. There's just there's just so much stuff. There's just so much stuff. We won't even get into trying to even touch on traveling. Some more American questions. Your most favorite comic series? I have not read any comics since 1984, 1985. Just to put that in perspective. I've not read any real comics in almost 40 years. So it's really hard to say what my favorites would be. I mean, back then... Requesting permission to dock. I had subscription to the X-Men and the Incredible Hulk, but I also picked up comics every month. Go down to the local comic store with my friends and pick up comics there too. That kind of stuff. But I can't say I have a favorite series because, again, that's 40 years ago. So it's hard to say. You know, one of these days we'll have to go through my collection still. I don't have the biggest comic collection, but it's a couple hundred, I think. I think I'm over 200 comics that I still have somewhere in storage. I have to go dig them out somewhere. One of these days I'll have to go through those. Anyway, I really should be playing a video game here. Because I got stuff I have to do. I mean, we are making money while I'm sitting here. Yeah, we made a little bit of money. Because all automated right now. Let's see. But continue to ask questions. I will stop to answer questions. Couple hundred is not that big of a collection. No, it's not. I don't think it is. But consider that those couple hundred came together over the course of maybe 4 or 5 years. Because I didn't really start collecting comics until I was like 10, 11 years old. And I stopped when I was like 14. I stopped before I turned 15. So that's only like 4 or 5 years most of collecting stuff. So not horrible. And I have been to the San Diego Comic Con back in 1985. That was my first comic convention. It's actually only this. That was my first one, and I've only been to 2. And that was before it was the San Diego. I mean, it was before it was what it is today. It was basically just in a hotel here in San Diego on a couple of floors, that kind of stuff, not compared to what it is today, which is a whole, event. The last time I went to it was 2004. It was the summer before I got diagnosed with MS, was the last Comic-Con I went to. So that was 2004. And that was the Comic-Con of today. You have 3 or 4 total? Ugh. Read them bar for the count. Yeah. Hey, Cat Waffle, welcome back. Just randomly bought comics, so you never finished anything. See, I got lucky. Well, I guess I got lucky. I had back in the early 80s, when I was between 10 and 15 years old, I had a monthly allowance of $15. Monthly allowance. That works out to be 50 cents a day, by the way, if you do the math. 50 cents a day. And I use that money. I could use that money for anything. I used it on comic books. Yeah. I mean, back then it wasn't bad. $15 for a month. Just learn to budget and, no problem. And like I said, I saved mine up for comic books and other stuff. Like I bought some models here and there, like Japanese models, that kind of stuff. Which, how many of those do I have left? Probably only 2 or 3, I think, that I could find. But again, those were more expensive, so I had to save up for those if I wanted to get those, because they were more expensive than comics. Back then, comics were only, 50 to 60, I think they were 60 cents, back 60 or 65 cents without having to look at them, pull them out of storage. I think, they were like somewhere between 50 and 65 cents, depending on, I think, on the comic. Had bigger spending? Nah, not really. $15 went really quick. Because like I said, the comic books, I want to say the cheapest ones were like 50 cents, but I think they got up to, they were like 60, 65 cents. Again, I'd have to pull them out of storage and see how much they actually cost, because the price is right there on the cover. But I don't even think, I think I saw the price of comics. Today they're like $1 or $2 for most comics these days, which is crazy, because they're actually smaller than they used to be. Is the crazy part. So, yeah. But yeah. I used to work as a teenager in the USA. I wasn't working. That's the funny part. It was just my allowance. It was here's the situation. So my parents are divorced. They got divorced when I was almost 7 years old. And my father had to pay child support. He was a cheap bastard. Oh, yeah, here's a little insight into Gimpy's history with his father. We don't get along so well because my father's an asshole. Here's why. when my parents got divorced, he had to pay child support. He cried poor. As a result, he wasn't. And as a result, he only had to pay $25 a month at first per child, which is me and my brother. So my mom was getting a whole whopping $50 a month to support me and my brother. Now, the rules haven't changed. Child support is supposed to be the father's supposed to take care of a portion of supporting the kids. And in this case, if it's a three-person household, keep in mind, he wasn't paying alimony to my mom because she was working. She was a nurse. But he was still supposed to pay 2/3 of basically the cost for raising us kids, which is 2/3 of food, 2/3 of rent, all this other fun stuff, which $50 a month didn't cover, even in the late 70s. Then about the early 80s, he got guilt-tripped into raising his child support up to $50 a month per child, and then eventually to $100 a month back in like 83, 84, something like that, when we were 13, 14 years old, and we were starting eating my mom out of house on hold because we were teenagers, and teenagers get a lot of food, that kind of fun stuff. So he started paying $100 a month per kid. So $200 a month, still way, way, way too low. And then he started feeling a little guilty. So he came up with this brilliant plan. Oh, I'll just give me and my brother $15 a month as an allowance type deal so they can do their stuff, do stuff. $15 a month for us. And then once we made it up to like 16, 17 years old, he bumped it up to $30 a month. Keep it in mind that he only had to pay child support until we turned 18. So don't think that he's some great saint here because he upped the cost a little bit. And not to mention we were approaching college age too, which he was going to have to fork out money for. And so he got that to deal with. And so again, that's my $15 a month when I was first doing comic book stuff. It wasn't because I was doing any work. It was because I was actually given money to buy me off, basically, which didn't work. So wasn't it possible to take him to court for bigger cash? Yes, that was a possibility. The problem was he lived in Connecticut. We lived in California, which is 3,000 miles apart. Connecticut is on the eastern coast of North America, California on the western coast. And in order to get the child support raised, my mom would have to go back to Connecticut because that's where the divorce happened, because that's where we were living at the time, and she couldn't afford that and the whole process and that kind of stuff. It was just a money limitation, and of course my dad knew it, so that's why he was such a dick about it. So, but yeah, because in order for it to work, my mom would have to go back to Connecticut and do all the stuff back there, which again was not cost efficient, not cost effective, or whatever it is. So yeah. Anyway, like I said, my dad's a dick. So, and for other reasons too, not just that, but there's many reasons. But yeah. Oh yeah, like I said, and actually no, the low blow is that when my parents got divorced, he got to keep the house that we were living in for, I don't know how that happened, but he got to keep the house, and over the years, because he didn't have any kids really to take care of, he was able to pretty up the house and do renovations, all this other fun stuff. The house is worth a lot more money than, of course, when it paid for it originally back in the early 70s and this kind of stuff. And he's been able to do whatever pretty much he wants because he hasn't had kids really to take care of. I mean, he remarried back in 81 or something like that, but they never had kids. And again, because he didn't have any kids really to take care of, he had lots of extra money. So again, douchebag dick. Ask me how I really feel about my father. So, oh, and by the way, I haven't seen him in, when was the last time I saw him? Last time I saw him was in 2008 at my brother's wedding. Yep, that's it. I haven't seen my dad in almost 15 plus years. Did you manage to keep civil relationship with your grandparents at least? What, his parents? Unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of contact with them because they lived back east as well. and I saw them a couple of times growing up because we did travel back from time to time because we have family there. And my grandmother, she died in 1989, I think it was. She had diabetes and complications due to that, so she died fairly early. And then my grandfather, he didn't die until like 2004, I think. 2004, yeah, he died in 2004. Or 2003. 2003, he died. He died a year after Mrs. Gimpy and I got married. We invited him to our wedding, but he wasn't able to make it for health reasons. So so Mrs. Gimpy never met my dad's parents, but I was always civil with them. I always got along with them. So, and my mom got along really well with my dad's father, but not so much his mother. But she wasn't friendly to most of her daughter-in-laws, so that's not an exception. So. Yeah, it's like, yeah, for the most part, I've had good relationship with all my grandparents that I've met. So, yeah, actually, the majority of my relatives, I have good relations. There's a couple of exceptions here and there, but most of my closer relatives, I've got good relationships with. Even extended relationships, I have good relationships with. How family matters are complicated? You have no idea. You have no idea. Anyway, should I get going now? Lucas keeps distracting me with questions. But that's okay. So we're on the station for a reason. I need to go talk to the representative here so I can get promoted. The ramp. Why are you being so jumpy? Probably because I haven't been playing it. That's why. Oh, plus we're at Coruscant. Coruscant's fairly busy. I'm just doing this. Run faster. Okay, so we're headed to go meet with the New Republic representative to get our promotion. That's what that one's for. And goal today is to make money. We need to pick up another couple more ships actually for our stations. Oh, we also have to get the food production going over in Imperial space because we bought the stuff for that.
It's an honor to see you here.
We need ships for that. Okay, so receive a rank.
We're happy that you've continued to work alongside us and wanted to reward you for your efforts. It's an honor to present you with a new rank amongst our organization. Of course, this rank comes with great benefits. These benefits are tied to the rank, so if you lose the rank, the benefits go too. But with your record, I'm sure we won't have to worry about that. I hope you find these rewards fit into the work you've done and make the most of them. Oh, and you may also find that certain organizations under our jurisdiction now have interest in you joining their ranks. Once again, thank you for your efforts. We look forward to working with you more in the future. Good luck out there.
Okay, auto saving. So hey, we're a general now. 5 inactive missions. They just threw a bunch of stuff at us, didn't they? We have a new rank. General. New Republic General. Look down the lower left-hand corner. The orange. Yeah, they make everybody a general. All you have to do is do a couple of little maneuvers in one particular battle and they'll promote you to general. Doesn't take a lot of effort. Okay, let's get out of here. No, I don't know what we can just teleport back. Too bad they can't have it a little hollow chess game, huh? just sit around and play chess against ourselves while the ship flies around. Anyway, so that. As far as messages go, Roasting to New Republic General. Good job. That one. I have to go to this. Care of that too.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Okay, so that's taken care of. And we gotta fly all the way up here.
This ship will be undocking soon.
Okay. Oh, and also, God, I found Kessel. I found Kessel earlier today. Finally. Oh, and I made it in 12 parsecs too. So this is where we started searching over here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We made the Kessel run in 12 parsecs because this is there. What's in Kessel? Big asteroid field. A couple of stations. There's an ore refinery. High-tech factory. Oh, Miss Gimpy needs to talk to me. Be right back.
Navigation. Fly to the following position.
Affirmative. Activating travel drive.
Jump completed. Palani. Jump completed. Lakar. Jump completed. Bilbringi.
Activating travel drive.
Jump completed. Lowering.
That could be your last mistake.
Jump completed.
Okay,
Vortex.
I'm back. Sorry about that. So, we are flying up to Imperial Space to go visit with our... I guess we should put that on the mission thing. Got to do that. Promotion to Imperial Officer. So this is the lower promotion, but it still might get us some access to stuff. Okay, so... where are we? On the map. So we're over here. Anyway, so again, we made the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs. Just want to put it out. And what else? Oh, we're going to be looking at stuff. So this is New Republic. Getting ships while the Poundhound's flying around. So we still can't get a B1, but we can get anything else fighter-wise. Not that we need that stuff right now, but maybe eventually. Medium-sized stuff, get everything. So we can pick up the Corellian Corvettes.
Jump completed. Ornamental.
Activating travel drive.
And this gunboat, that's 3.4 million, which is 3.5. So you are 6.8 million all the way. Single turbo laser, 2 quads, those are for shooting down fighters. These are more for bigger ships. He's got 2 small docking ports too. The other Corellian Corvette isn't here though for some reason. The gunship version. This one's got the 2 small docks for fighters. I don't
Jump
think it's
completed.
Yeah.
Gunliner.
big guns. 4 single turbo laser, 2 dual turbo laser turrets. Yeah, it's missing. Well, the gunship version had 4 more. Just small things. The Hammerhead, though, 8.4 million. It's got the 4 turbo lasers on the front, 1 dual turbo laser, 4 dual laser turrets. So this thing not so effective against fighters, maybe? I mean, it probably does okay, but it's not like the Corellian Corvette going gunship really tore fighters up.
Jump completed. Neonalanced.
This one might. Maybe. But I think this is more intended to be more of a, gunship. Okay, gas collectors. We need to pick some of these guys up. What do we want? Gas collector? 2.5 million to get one of these things. We need these for our methane collection. Very much Old Republic. The Hammerhead or the Corvette? It could be. But New Republic. This isn't Old Republic stuff. Auto-saving. Oh, auto-save. So, happy Wednesday. I almost said Tuesday, but it's Wednesday. Come on. Almost there.
Jump completed. Baskin.
Oh, this side. So this is just straight up freighter. No weapons though, right? Oh, it's got 1-point defense cannon turret. So like it's there on the back probably. Yep. So not much in the way of defense, but that's okay. We're not going to use it anyway. And of course, this we already had access to. So there's our smaller ships. As far as large ships we get access to.
Hey, bag of water, stretch your legs. You have been sitting in one spot for far too long.
Jump completed. Bastion.
Wow, they didn't give us a whole much of an upgrade there. And we got the Nebulan B.
Navigation.
Kind of a little carrier.
Acknowledged. Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
10 million for this. So it's not really a freighter of any kind. It's more of a support ship, I guess. Now there's the Nebulan C, which is more of a gunship. It does have a couple of docks, but again, this is more of a gunship thing. It's got more guns. The 8 quads, so this thing is, murder to fighters. And it can stand a little bit of its own against equal-sized ships. Maybe. At 11 million, it's okay. And of course the gas miners. Or sorry, the miners in general. These are the big boys. Or bigger boys, I should say. 42,000. 6 mining beam turrets. 8 quad laser turrets for shooting down fighters and stuff. How much is it? Only 6 million. All the miners are going to fall into that area. And the Pelta frigate. Sorry, freighter. Pelta frigate freighter. 10 million for you. 42,000 turrets. It's got missile launchers. Dual laser turrets. So the thing actually, I guess it's technically, I was going to say it's a competitor for the Acclimator, but it's not. It doesn't have the fighter support. Weapons are okay, but yeah, it's not quite Acclimator size. It's, yeah, Acclimator's like 20 million, so still not bad. Okay, so there's a large stuff. Extra large stuff. So much for being promoted to general. Didn't really get us anything. Well, that sucks. Anyway. We landed. Can go talk to our rep. Or the rep. We're not tracking it. Shit. Oh, I did that already.
Shipyard.
Kind of how it got here, I thought. Okay, so again, this is the Empire's shipyard. It's kind of like their HQ, I guess. The representative being here, at least. That kind of implies that. Missed. Talk to this guy, get our promotion, and see what kind of cooler ships we can get out of the Empire. Oh, look, she's got green hair.
It's good to see you, friend. We've been watching your work with great interest and wanted to reward you for it. I'm pleased to present you with a new rank amongst our organization. Of course, this rank comes with great benefits. These benefits are tied to the rank, so if you lose the rank, the benefits go too. But with your record, I'm sure we won't have to worry about that. I hope you find these rewards fit into the work you've done, and make the most of them. Oh, and you may also find that certain organizations under our jurisdiction now have interest in you joining their ranks. Once again, thank you for your efforts. We look forward to working with you more in the future. Good luck out there.
Is she related to the Republic person? Because they sound awful lot alike. Awful lot alike. And go back to the ship. Okay, so now what do we do? Oh, that's why we're going to look at the... I have a feeling we didn't get a better selection than what we got through from the Republic, but how should we go next? Missions and stuff around here. An escort. Let's see if these are broken. No. The escort missions were slightly bugged. They're supposed to have been fixed, but won't worry about that right now. Oh, Bounty Hunter Guild. Bounty Hunter Guild. I don't know how much bounty hunting we can do in this ship, though, so... Oh, no, we can do. For the time being, we're going to set this thing on autopilot for see if we can do any trade, because we can do advanced auto trade. Find anything. And let's see, we've got a two sector range, or 2 jump range. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Not a lot of reach. Here's 1, 2. Yeah, we'll set it up in our anchor, best game. Set up there for now and find some stuff. It'll take them a little bit, probably. Anyway. Oh, that's right. And we want to look at what stuff is available to us now. Buying ships. .546 cruiser. It's a carrier. The mobilizer carrier. Just a mobilizer. I like cruiser frigate. So, oh, this is the Arquitens. Same basic body, just a little bit more modernized, I think. 10 million. So 12 quad laser cannons for shooting down fighters, dual turbo lasers, 2 long range. So this actually can do some respectable damage against ships of its size. You just can't really hold any fighters on it, which I thought the Arquitens could. Yeah, I don't think this is an actual the Arquitens is actually Old Republic, isn't it? This is an actual Empire ship. This is a gunship type deal. It's not bad. Well, there's a Quasar, the Victory 2, Vindicator, Neutron Star Builder. We must have one of these guys floating around. The Heraclons. These are good miners. They can take care of themselves.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
they can take care of themselves, being large size. They got 12 dual laser cannon turrets, so they're good at taking care of themselves. As long as you don't sit right there, right behind them, they'll be fine. And then you can even have 2 fighter escorts too, if you really want to. And of course, acclimator. So, oh, this is not as expensive as it. I could have swore they were 20 grand before. So 14 for acclimator. This is probably going to be our next goal, because this is a nice little base ship to start with for combat reasons. It's not the best, but it's capable. Okay, Vukuls, thanks for watching. Have a good trip.
Hello everyone.
Have fun watching the fireworks.
My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also follow Gimpy over on Twitter at GimpyNe. He tweets out there when he goes live and will more than likely follow you back. Thank you for watching.
Yep, thanks for watching. Happy Wednesday. Trying to lose all my games? All of them? How about some of them? So what are these spots? Oh, shield generators down there. Okay, I guess that's what that is. Anyway, so I think this is going to be our next ship goal at 13 million. Although, the thing is, how much money do we have? 2.4 million. Definitely need more.
YT 1300M.
Can I help?
Why aren't we doing anything?
Goodbye.
Autosave. Trying to make this thing be a, go out and buy and sell stuff. Freighter. That's the word I was looking for. I don't know why we're just sitting here. Ooh. Come on, autosave. I'm going to set him up. Yeah, he's set up. Oh, he's currently docking and waiting.
This ship will be undocking soon.
There we go.
Can I help?
Go. Okay, let's see if we can actually make some money on this thing for a little bit. And... no. Bastion.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
So food production, or food ration production is up and running. It should be. And we have storage for stuff. So now it's a question of just needing this stuff. So energy cells. Are we full? Oh, that's right, we're full of energy cells. That's what that bar is. The blue is our what we don't want our inventory to drop below. The green is what it currently is at. So yeah, energy cells totally maxed out because we're producing more than we're selling and using, which is, I guess, okay, sort of. We're technically losing money by not selling it, but meat. Not enough resources for production. Again, so we need to acquire meat, spices, and agricultural goods. We're still on docking? What the hell? Searching for trades. Oh, look, the probe's in Tanab. How'd you get there? A satellite. Go through there and explore. So this station. What are you doing? Graphene. And for starter, that's right. We need to build more storage, more container storage on the station. Drones.
We have new orders. Navigation. Fly to the following position.
Confirmed.
Found an order.
Activating travel drive.
We only have the small storage. We probably should invest in some medium-sized stuff. Definitely need bigger storage. But looks like we're on the device. Oh, we take hull damage from. What do we take hull damage from? Messages. Rating update. You're considered a nameless privateer and not noticed by anyone, and your actions don't matter on the galactic scene. So I'll change. Well, why are we spending?
Prepare to dock.
Drunk pilot? Drunk
Requesting
pilot.
permission to dock.
Drunk pilot.
Docking permission granted.
Very drunk pilot. Where's he actually? Oh, he's actually landing finally. What's that? Is that? Oh, we haven't seen one of these before. Big.
This ship will be undocking soon.
So I'm guessing small craft go in that way. There's a couple of smaller mediums could get in there, but doesn't look like there's any space in them. Where's there? Hard to tell. So, we buy. Superfluid coolant. Okay, so we're up to 2.4 million. Missions that we can take. Oops. Quality metal needed. Destination bastion at specified location. Minimum plot size 2x2x2. Decent stability. This is patrol. Salvage contracts. I don't feel like doing that. Station managers don't want to do that either.
Activating travel drive.
Jump completed. The scan.
Right. I need another ship.
Jump completed. Lamo.
I need another ship. I need a bigger freighter. Yeah, and he's gonna be anchored here in Vascon, so he's only gonna do 2 jumps. So 1, 2, 2. Go all the way over here at Key, but there's we don't know if anything's over there. Here's our Y-wing. Probes over in Kessel. Done, it looks like.
Navigation, prepare to dock.
Affirmative. Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
Oh, good about that. There. And export. Of course, it's too big. See if there's any. It's down in this area, maybe.
This ship will be undocking soon.
Anyway, so that's the probe. That stuff. And then, let's see, he's going to be using up his satellite, but Doc over here is done doing his exploration. Actually, have him do this exploring. Explore this area. It's done. Sounds like the Star Trek TNG computer voice. Well, it's just a voice. Welcome back to Spiritor. Welcome back, Bada. Okay, so that probe is going to be busy for a little while. Just flying around, but nothing. Four inactive missions. Inactive missions.
Activating travel drive.
Military targets. Track down ships. Oh, this is the one that I'm really doing. Independent Commerce Guild. Supposed to be shooting down 3 ARC 170s. If we find them. We haven't been looking for them, but if we find them, we're supposed to shoot them down. They'll pay us lots of money for it. So, Xanthi transport. How much are you going to cost us? Autosave. Anyway, happy. I almost said Tuesday again. Happy Wednesday, everyone. I was playing this yesterday. That's why I think it's Tuesday. But anyway, what are we doing? We're just flying around. Well, the Papillon is flying around doing trade runs right now because we don't really have much to do exploration-wise. I mean, there's other areas we can check out, but I think we've explored enough for now.
Completed.
We need to start working on making money so we can buy bigger ships, that kind of thing. In this case, what's the price on a Xanthis? I forget how much they are. Xanthi Imperial transport. Oh, only 1.9. Okay, we can actually buy one of these because we need another ship out there trading stuff to make money. And these things are fast enough. They're not super fast, but they move fast enough. And 9,300 cargo space, I can make decent money too. So we'll buy one of these. And then what we're going to do then is we're going to throw the captain here that's flying this ship. We're going to put him on that freighter and bring the pilot from that ship over here. Get him trained up.
Jump completed.
See how that
Bastion.
goes. I didn't see how much money did we make off that last run. So sold it for 56. But it didn't tell us how much we paid for it, did it? This tells us how much we paid for, or sold it for. It didn't say how much we bought for it or paid for it. Or is that the actual profit? Inventory locations. Account management.
Navigation.
Come
Prepare to
on,
dock.
you pansy.
Confirmed.
Get back in
Requesting
there and
permission to
fight.
dock.
Docking permission granted.
That's what we just paid for the ship. So it paid 28,000. Sold it for 57? Yay?
This ship will be undocking soon.
Let's see. So we paid 29 for this load. We'll see how much to make for it. This is what we have been doing. What are we waiting for? A little over a minute and a half until the next trader's ready to go. Probes are all busy.
We have new orders. Navigation. Fly to the following position.
Confirmed. Activating travel drive.
So this miner's just making, what, 80 grand every 10 minutes, roughly? 10 to 15 minutes? Oh, that's only 7 minutes apart. 7. Yeah, so every 7 to 15 minutes we're making 80 grand off this freighter. Or, sorry, miner. This one should be roughly the same. He's not doing as much because he's carrying around a bunch of stuff. He's not doing nearly as much work. not making nearly as much. Doing ice, ore, ice, ice, ore. Can't run all that extra ore, it looks like, that nobody's buying. That's a storage thing. Oh. Something just happened. This station. Buying, selling.
This ship will be undocking soon.
It's doing okay. It's the last 30 minutes, last hour. So loss.
It's that time again. Drink some water to keep that brain moist.
Selling refined goods. That's what the trader attached to the station is doing. Where are we? Why aren't we taking off? Okay, so our new trader is up and running. So fine. Where are we going? Searching for trade. So this would be a good time to move you over. Crew. Copy. Day. Work somewhere else. And go work for this guy. There's no space. Ugh. Forgot to pay attention to how many crew we were hiring over on that ship. Let's see. Who doesn't need to be working here? You don't. Yes. Okay. Now we'll transfer people around.
Activating travel drive.
I want you to work over on this ship as the captain. Now we need a captain here, though. Piloting, almost 2 stars. Person. Now, almost 2 stars too. And you're the newest person on the crew. That's why you don't have very good skills. But, so, we'll put Raina in here. You're the captain now. Still do this, huh? I think we might have cheesed our way through here, maybe, but we'll see. Because she actually doesn't have the skill to do the automated trade. That's why her range is so short at 1. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, now this transport. So our new captain is over here. Question is, base him at a coup at. He should have 2 range at least.
The ship will be undocking soon.
Good.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Advanced. Do everything. To the range.
Come on, you pansy, get back in there and fight.
Oh, you know what? We don't have the right captain on this ship. Our new guy. Is it Ryland? No, it's Marines. Oh, Daysir. How come you show him a ranger with nothing? That doesn't seem right. Where's the range so short? It should be 3 or 2. He's the captain. It's a fairly inexperienced crew, but I don't understand why they can't go very far with an experienced captain. There's no subordinates. Up and chain. Oh, that's stuff. Day, how's it going?
Can I help?
Jump completed. The skin.
Sir.
It's him. Why is he? I don't understand why the range is non-existent. Doesn't make sense. Anyway, autosave. Because the crew's not experienced at it. That's auto trade. No commands.
Jump completed. Glamour.
Default behavior is advanced auto trade, but there's I have to reset this. Default behavior. I want to change this with us. Oh, there we go. Advanced auto trade. We'll just do auto trade. See if this works. And I think we're able to do this medical supplies. This works. Although I could assign it to station. Could put it up here to sell stuff. It's not doing anything yet.
The ship will be undocking soon.
Incoming message.
Mike Bolden TV, welcome to the stream and thank you for the follow. English. Okay, so do all that stuff. Now that's working. Okay, so you got the proper range, so you can do all this fun stuff. Which is what we want. Go crazy. Meanwhile, what are we doing? Flying around circles?
Permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
What are you doing? So I'm just still flying around. The auto trade is working for this new pilot. With all this stuff. It's just the range is really short. That's fine. And just keep doing this until she gets a little bit more experience. And we're up to 1.7 million already. So that's fine. Still need to dig up a miner for gas miner for graphene over in Alderaan. Don't need a big gas miner. A small one would be fine. Oh, these are the Kazan. Oh, Bereas. Gas collector. 1.3 million. We have 1.9. That's all we want. Although they're kind of full. No way, that's liquid. That's fine. It's getting turned into graphene, which is containers. We buy up to 25,000 units of, which we don't currently have. All the energy cells we can sell.
Jump completed. The skin.
What are you buying? I don't know.
I was asked to drop my cargo.
What? Who is what cargo? Who? Wow. Pirate Lancer? I guess our job is kill this guy. pirate lancer. Oh, shit. He really probably needs to not stay there.
Jump completed. Bastion.
So the Xanthi has some defense,
Jump
but
completed.
I don't know. It's not
Ascend.
going to be enough to take on a lancer, I don't think. Should be running, shouldn't he?
Jump completed. Bastion.
Run. Don't let them catch you. Run. So how's a pirate operating in normal space? Or in this normal area? It's supposed to be safe. What the hell? Republic. What are we spending our taxes on? That looks like these are saving us. Look, he's gonna make it. TIE interceptors? Where are these guys? QD1. Oh, this is the Kuwait Drive Yard fleets.
Docking permission granted.
Lancer's gonna be toast. And it's gone. Okay then. So, you resume your duties. Okay, gas miner, you are going to be assigned
The ship will be undocking soon.
to where? Has no methane. Storage. Oh, I can't forget. It's not built out anyway, so can't do that yet. So, Mr. Gas Miner, you are going to work with the Gamma Group here. You start shipping stuff around. So, a little newbie captain's getting some experience doing stuff. Gets some money too. How much? So it's making a profit, I guess. This is the wrong screen. Oh, look at this one. So bought it for 30. It's going to sell it for 80 or 50-ish, right? Mm, 50 to 60. More autosave. Oops.
The ship will be undocking soon.
Yeah, so not bad. It's about 27 profit. Although I don't know where this is coming from. I'm guessing it's related. But anyway, 530, suffer almost 60. You can take 2 for 1. Everybody else, where you going?
Aren't your legs getting stiff? You haven't moved in quite a while. Stretch, damn it, you ignorant meatbag.
Doing okay.
Awaiting orders.
Uh-oh. Pyock, is that how you say that? Thank you for the follow. Or sorry, not the follow, raid. It's a raid. Thank you for the raid. Happy Wednesday. Pilot's drunk again. So, thinking, should I... I'll get the part down. We still have 3 more bays to, or docking bays to build. Got all the production stuff to do too. I'm thinking I should assign the Papillon here over to our station to get that stuff built. But it doesn't make money. Is money the issue? That's fine. Got a builder here. So it's just a matter of just getting the stuff, which apparently is not very common at the moment. Got a hostile in the area, it looks like. Oh, it's probably one of those pirates at the station, huh? Yeah. So just making this run back and forth pretty quick. Over and over. Again, drunk pilot. Maybe not too bit drunk this time. Oh, we're here to pick it up. Right? Fine goods. Okay. So it looks like we're just staying in this one system. Just again making the run back and forth. It's easy money.
The ship will be undocking soon.
This one, trade completed. Just, 2 minutes ago. It's a good money. Okay, so it looks like he's mining. He's supposed to be. And stations.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Where do I take out a loan? I guess I really shouldn't be buying any more methane.
Jump completed. Baskin.
So buy. How much do we actually need for production? Resources is up to 14,000 per hour. So. So just keep them a little bit over an hour worth of stuff. Hey, Fiak, welcome to the stream. How's your run going? So far, there's not too terribly far into it, but yeah. Hey, working class Matt, welcome to the stream.
Jump completed. Neonalist.
It's going fine so far. We've got 2 stations running. This is our main ship right now, Papillon. Just running a little trade run. I just switched out the pilot into a bigger freighter a little while back, and training this pilot up so that he can do the same thing. Basically just train pilots in this ship so they can go into bigger ships and do, more money. You've been on the stream for years, change your name? Well, shit, that doesn't help me. Still welcome back. Even if you've been on the stream for years, you're still welcome back. WV Matt. That name looks familiar. Let's see. So on our main station, or not our main station, but our secondary station up on the Empire space. It's not getting the parts it needs to build everything. Graphene production. It's almost done. Just missing some stuff. Yes, this is the Star Wars modding. Just got a big update not too long ago, just the other day actually. And then docking. That's the Imperial docking base. They're pretty big.
The ship will be undocking soon.
Oh shit! You even noticed it before. There's a scout walker in there. Okay, that's funny. Didn't notice that before. Yeah, this isn't mine. This is where is this?
Imperial Wharf.
There we go. So the Imperial Wharf. So this is where we get the small ships from. Again, I didn't notice Scout Walker before. And you can eventually, I mean, you can buy these bays too. So you can, even on your own bases, you can have these guys. As long as you want to fork out the money for it, which is a lot. But actually, I don't know. Were the prices, actually, I don't think the prices were that bad. You can, you know, put those on your own bases and stuff, which is kind of cool. Drunk pilot. Is he lost? I'm just trying to find a way to get over to where he wants to go. I think he's just drunk. I mean, he's kind of flying upside down right now. Information unlocked 9%. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. So he bought this stuff and he doesn't know where he's going to sell it. Yeah, I'm flying upside down. Yeah, just keep in mind that this mod requires all the DLCs for the game. Alcohol for your pilots not included. Yep, me too. I've been playing since 2. Hasn't killed a few hours of my life at all. Don't know what his problem is. Don't know what his problem is at all. Let's see, so probes, I'm still exploring. So he's doing the trade run. Miners are mining. Still don't have the pieces we need here for the graphene production. We actually need and he sells the module prefabs. So the module prefabs is the only thing holding us back, it looks like. That's the problem. It's a decent trailer too. The mod does? Or the game? The mod's got a decent trailer. It's done pretty well.
YT1300M.
Oh, you finally find somewhere to sell it. Quick run. Quick run. Still don't know where the hull damage came from. What's the issue? autosave. So again, what am I doing? Saving up money to buy more ships. So is the mod at the point where the game also is all Star Wars Universe Squadrons 2? Yes. That's actually part of this update. I'll show the map here as soon as the autosave is done. Although it doesn't start off as completely explored, you have to actually do
Jump
exploring yourself.
completed. The scan.
But this, and it's also, it looks like the time period is post Return of the Jedi. So Alderaan's been blown up and all the other fun stuff. This is all the Imperial space up here, the white outlines, not the grays, the whites. That's Imperial leftover space. And up here, stuff up here. There's Yavin, whatever. Yavin 4. There. And then just earlier today off stream, I discovered Kessel over here. And we found it within 12 parsecs, so we'll restart it. So we did the Kessel run in 12 parsecs. Basically started over in this sector here and then explored, because we knew Kessel was over in this area. Just didn't know exactly where it was. But we did it in 12 parsecs. So 1, 2, 3,
Jump
4,
completed.
5, 6, 7,
Bastion.
8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12. So. Oh yeah, it's some serious work. Again, there's Castle.
Jump completed. The scan.
These are the hut territories down here. Nar Shaddaa, Malhada, some others.
Jump completed. Bastion.
Bespin's way over here somewhere. So Bespin's over here. I haven't seen Hoth yet. I think Hoth should be somewhere in this area, I would think. If the movies are correct. Mustafar. There's Corellia. Of course, Coruscant's up here too. I just rescanned AI with this, I assume, which is great or so. The AI is pretty good in the core game. I guess. I think there's more though. There's a lot of factions. And you start off pretty much neutral to everybody, except for Yuzan Vong, who are, I think, it looks like I ran into them obviously once, it looks like, and they were, I think, basically the CAC faction. I think that's who they are specifically. I think that's what their ships were. I think. I didn't get a really good look at their ships. AI has been tweaked a bit for economy. The economy seems to be okay. But again, lots of factions. So... And the reputation system is different.
The ship will be undocking soon.
Well, that, what else? Oh yeah, the factions differently and how you rep up. First email you get explains how it works. Basically, I mean, you can still do your rep increases and stuff, but what you're supposed to do to get your ranks up, you have to build stations in space in sectors belonging to other factions, right? If you want to, rank up with that particular faction. So I have a station in the Republic space and Galactic Empire. And to become a resident in those, you have to have, production station, and it has to do so much business. And then go to citizen, you have to do more business. And become part of the militia for the Empire. Another station, or is it 2 state? I'm guessing it's a second station. Or I need a defense station. I'm guessing maybe it's... Maybe it's just adding the Frontier Defense Station. Anyway. Imperial Ascendancy, they're to the south end of the New Republic. And they basically have the same ships of the Empire for the most part. New Republic, of course, is the biggest area. Easiest to, I need 2 stations. But yeah. Although, citizens levels required for advanced modules license. Blah blah stuff. So you got that. So as far as the New Republic is concerned, I'm at
Jump
20.
completed. Scan.
So my rank is general, but
Hey
my
Gimpy, it is time to take a break.
yeah, whatever. Still don't have access
Your
to all the
next
ships
break
and
is in
stuff.
2 hours.
Anyway, you talk about that more when I get back from my break. In the meantime, we'll just let this goofball fly around like his drunken self is, or her drunken self is, delivering stuff it looks like. So, anyway, I need to take a break, get up, stretch my legs, get some water, see what Mr. Gimpy and the dogs are up to, and then I'll be back. So, thank you all very much for watching. Enjoyed our drunk pilot flying around doing a trade run. So, be back shortly. Thanks for watching.
Incoming message. The ship will be undocking soon.